Hello and welcome to Orlando. I know you flew in this morning. I saw you tweeting about it. You did. He's like, is it hot? It's Florida. I should have told you to bring the shorts.
You wouldn't want to see me in shorts.
No, not so much.
I'm very Irish.
I did notice something on your Twitter profile there that you used a term that I think can only be used by residents, Nash Vegas.
Nash Vegas, yes, it's true.
Yeah, you're living there now.
The land of milk and money.
The milk and money. I lived there for a little bit. That's a really cool city.
It is. I love it. It's like a songwriter's town, and I didn't mean to move there. I'm from Oregon originally, and we jumped in my buddy's truck and drove across the country, and somehow I'm still there 8 years later. So
that works out well. They have recording studios and such there.
They do.
In fact, I read that you were in your Blackbird, which is pretty cool known studios there in town. There's tons of them there. You can go into people's houses and they have these massive studios. It's odd. But you were there, other people were recording at the same time, like Nicole Kidman was
Yes,
down
she
the
was in
hall,
there.
or
Yes, she walked by and I was like a pregnant Nicole Kidman, which was cool.
not something you
like,
see
hey.
every day.
I was like, I know you. Far and Away. That was a good Irish movie or whatever. Australian. Right? And her husband walked in and was like, hey, you see my wife? You know, and I don't know why I don't know what accent that was, but yeah, it was cool. And Jack White and Alicia Keys were next door at one point.
Oh, doing the James Bond thing.
Yep, and then Kings of Leon were finished the day before we left.
They don't suck.
And then Brandy Carlisle, who's like a super talented singer-songwriter, was there after. There's people everywhere. It was
Now,
fun.
has any of that like kind of Nash Vegas
Was that name drop?
influence?
Did you guys get impressed? That was what I was trying to do.
We love name dropping around here. But does living in Nashville, from being out in the Pacific Northwest, has that influenced your music at all in this latest album? You think maybe?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you're in this land of like giants of songwriting, but like in maybe an earthier Southern Johnny Cash kind of influence way. So yeah.
It's not as cold as LA, in my opinion. Like
cold?
Cold, just like, not as
You mean
temperature-wise. I mean, like
temperature?
feeling-wise.
I get pretty
like,
dang cold.
you walk into LA and it's kind of like, it's all about me, not
Yeah,
you.
Nashville's not that way.
But in
no.
Nashville, it's like, come here, sugar.
Yeah.
Let me give you some music.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a cool feel.
They may like stab you in the back, but they'll
Well,
be nice
yeah.
to you in the face.
But they do it with a smile on your face, and they say, well, isn't that nice?
Yeah, that's the thing that I love, and I don't know. It's like a place I turned up and I've fallen in love with it. It was really odd. The South is odd to people that aren't from there. It's just different,
Mm-hmm.
Like I'd never had grits till I moved here.
It's good stuff, right? What do you put in your grits?
I don't know. I just can't tell. Some days I love them, and other days I'm like, these are terrible.
You got to put different stuff in them: cheese, bacon,
Ooh,
syrup,
cheese grits.
jam.
Like, yeah, that's just like good.
or
But,
plain.
Yeah, I can't tell. Some days I like them. Some days I don't.
Maybe we'll
Sorry if that
teach you
offends
some
you.
grits. That's a Southern
Sorry
thing.
if
I'm
that
sorry. I'm
offends
trying to.
anyone in the house.
Now, I read in
Burp.
some professional rag a long time ago that women listen to lyrics, men listen to beats. Obviously, with you, lyrics are, you're really good at them. Have you
I'm a
always been
woman?
a good writer? I mean, were you always into that?
You saying I'm a woman? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying we like what you got.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
And I like what women have generally. I mean, more than men, but.
Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, do you write with that in mind, or
Well,
is that just how you
as
think?
No, that's how I started. I started music as I was an English major in college. I didn't start music writing until I was like a sophomore in college, and so I had this love for writing, and I've always come to music from that way. Is like kind of the ideas, and then learning how to play guitar and sing was something that happened later in my life.
It came later.
Yeah.
Who are some of like your favorite lyricists then? If you were
Ever?
always into that.
In order,
Sure.
I would say Bob Dylan would be one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce Springsteen would be one of them. Like Bono, I like him. And then like Q-Tip or something.
Hey, don't be hating on the Q-Tip.
You
He's
know,
got
I
some
mean,
great lyrics.
Tribe Called Quest is probably one of the most, somewhere in there.
See?
Just saying, throwing it out there.
Well, yeah, I'm always interested.
Or in Johnny Cash, I like him. I like a lot of people, I guess.
Oh, that's probably good. It's when it goes to with music and having favorite artists. It seems like you're kind of all across the board with that. What are some kind of your go-to CDs? Because you spend pretty much your entire life on the road, it seems. So is music kind of your happy place?
Can be at times.
Yeah.
But you find that, like, really my favorite place to listen to music is driving my car for some reason. So when I'm off the road, I end up listening to less music. But my go-to, I don't know. I don't really have, like, I've been listening to weird stuff lately. Like, I've been listening to tons of soul music lately, like just old Otis Redding and Sam Cooke, and like
It's good stuff.
And like I found finally I got my record player fixed. I had bought this record player when I was 15 years old.
Vinyl?
Yeah, it's like a vinyl, like a big table, like console, and you slide it open and you put the record in it. It's got the speakers built in. It's pretty sweet. And I broke the needle, and I finally got the new needle, so I haven't been able to listen to anything but all the records I bought in high school. So it's like James Brown and Billie Holiday and like some James Taylor. Like there's just that kind of old records.
I read this morning there a lot of bands like Green Day and whatnot. They're insisting that their records now be printed on vinyl for that exact reason. They want that sound to come back and that experience to come back.
Well, when you think about it, it's like, yeah, the CD and the MP3 are the same thing. So like it would make sense that CDs would go away and people would start buying more. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Kinda.
No.
No.
Well, I mean, if like physical things are going to become a novelty, kind of, like, never mind. It's getting too heavy.
I'm letting you go with that.
On.
I'm seeing where you're that one. All right. Will you please play us a song?
I'd rather have a record now for the sake of playing it in my bedroom and thinking it's cool.
City in black and white, or is it be on vinyl?
Yes.
See? That's how that works.
I don't really know, actually. I just want.
It's a full circle moment. Ready to play?
Could you tell? Yeah. Can I play a new song off of City Black and White? Is that cool? Thank you guys for coming. It's pretty sweet in here. Put the cloth on the chairs. It's pretty cool. So that's love, I'm telling you. That's the little touches that make me feel good. The tanning lights don't, but that's cool.
I remember when you were out on the road with Sheryl Crow at some point, John Mayer, I believe. They're both notorious practical jokers.
Are they?
Yeah. Did you ever get pulled in any of that?
No.
You got lucky?
I feel left out now. They don't like me?
John in the bunny suit and
sweet.
Sheryl Crow coming out in the string bikini while he was on stage.
Whoa.
You didn't? Yeah. YouTube it.
No.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't. Where was I? I was there
Well,
somewhere.
I just know that when they get out on tour, they get bored, and apparently when they get bored, they
Everyone
get cagey.
does. I find that's normal.
What's it like for you guys when you're out on the road?
I see the whole practical. It bothers me. Like, that's a tradition that I don't understand. Like, because people take it way too far. Like, I was playing this show with the Fray, and they thought it was funny to come out in the middle of my set and just lift me into the air and like hold me there. And I felt this is terrible. This isn't funny for me at all. Like, they just ruined the song. Like, I couldn't keep playing. I just was in the air like, okay, guys, put me down. They're like, yeah, I just kept holding me up there. And then the crowd was like, what is going on? This guy was playing a song, and now he's in the air. Anyways.
They're probably reading your face exactly. What's
I was bitter.
going on?
Still bitter.
No retribution?
I didn't. They outnumber me. There's 5 of them.
But
or
they're
whatever,
this big.
True. 5 little midgets could take you out. You watch out.
With their snowboards.
Yep.
When you do get any free time, what is it that you like to do? How do you get away from everything?
What do you like to do?
I am either at the beach or on top of a mountain skiing.
Really?
It's one or the other.
How do you do that at the same?
It's 2 different vacations.
Those are so extreme. So you leave. Florida.
I leave. Yeah, or like PJ with AT&T was just talking about. He just went to the Tennessee mountains where there was no cell coverage. That's my kind of place.
Yeah, I did that. I left the country. I started writing this record. I went to like the place where I knew my cell phone wouldn't work.
Don't tell us. We don't want to.
Turkey, actually, of all places.
Like Istanbul?
Like Istanbul.
What was that like?
It was hardcore. That's
How
where
was
I
the
wanted to
food?
go. It was amazing. Yeah.
We're not going to hear
pretty
any
deep.
like sorry or any kind of interesting instrumentation on the new album, or just you just went to get away.
I just went and enjoyed it.
Because I know when you two or when they recorded their album,
Morocco, right?
yeah, and you can hear the birds chirping, you can hear the street vendors. If you listen really carefully to their latest album, you can hear that stuff. So that's why.
I did that, and then I came home and recorded it like a block from my house.
Very wise.
I'd have the best of both worlds.
Well, it seems like when people see you, when they hear you, they immediately like you. You're just, you're one of those people that you want to like. You like the music. It's a
Jeez.
good vibe.
You're amazing.
So-
Just come with me everywhere.
Well, in our opinion, we liked you.
Thank you.
And, what's next? Is you're just going to keep following along with this album
You mean
as long
with
as you
people
can?
liking me? I'm going to try to
for
make them
you.
not like
What are
me
you
now.
going to be doing next?
It's gonna be
Obviously,
like this
there's
yin and yang, like bad guy, good guy.
He's going to be passing out
We'll come out and be
hugs
like,
and
"What up,
kisses
brother?"
later. Yeah.
Screw you, and then play songs. I think it'll work.
Could you be bad guy?
What was there a question in that?
Well, yeah.
that
I was
missed?
like, I know you're going on tour. I know. Is it going to be an extended tour? Are you going to find yourself kind of out on the road for the next year or so? Or are you going to pocket it a little bit more that, a couple months on the road, a couple months off?
I'm out. I am officially. We announced the official fall tour dates, and for some reason, I'm not coming to Florida just yet. That's why I'm here. This is like special treatment. It was like we knew we were neglecting. No, really, I'm not. You think I'm joking? Serious. I knew that we were going to miss it, so we're making a trip through Florida for just a little bit and visiting some places that have been supporters, and then the official tour dates will probably be in the spring coming year.
Right on. Well, hopefully
Is
you've
that
had a
too
good
far? Is that
experience.
okay?
We'll wait.
Okay,
It's
sorry.
okay as long as you come. That's all that matters.
Summer's hot. Just come later.
We know. It's true. Do you have another beautiful song for us?
I would love to, yeah.
Great.
So they wanted me to play 3 songs, but does anyone have to be anywhere? Should we play some more? Is that all right? I don't have to. I can leave right now if you guys don't want to be here. And then you guys are all, is everyone paying $5? Is that what we agreed? For me? You supposed to get it? All right. We'll see what we can do. Are you like seat fillers? Like, no one's coming to this thing, man. Make $5. Does anyone know that one? Do you like that one? Okay. I'm not playing it. So you write these songs, you pour your heart into them. They're like, no, they're serious. And then you're like crying over them, and they're just songs like children in many ways. Like, not really, but they're intense moments. And then so you write them, and then you play them for people, and you get this call on the phone, and they're like, I really think that doctors should make out to this song on television. And you're like, that's exactly why I wrote it, you know?
Just thinking about that video for that song. Was that video done prior to the whole Grey's Anatomy thing? Or
We did that in collaboration with the whole... Pete, are you talking again during my thing?
He is.
Jeez. Golly, that guy's with me too. It's crazy.
And
we shot it in Nashville. We did. That was a song. Was this funny thing where I wrote the song was actually like later on my record, and we, I was sitting down on my piano, and it's funny how songs just land on, like they just show up at times. You can try to write forever, and then some days it's just like there it is. A song shows up, and I was just sitting there and started working on this idea. My manager called me, and I was like halfway through the song, and I was like, this is awesome. And he's like, hey, Grey's Anatomy's looking for like a new theme, like actually an original theme song. They want to do a video, and they want to play it on the season premiere and all this stuff. He's like, what do you got a song? And I was like, give me like half an hour, you know? I finished it, and we went and recorded the demo, and I just kept calling people. I was supposed to be recording like a demo vocal, and hey, buddy, can you come play guitar? Can you play bass? Can you play? And then we were at a burrito place, and I saw somebody that I thought played drums and asked them, and they came back and played drums on the record. And then 2 weeks later, we were cutting the video. So it just kind of happened organically.
It's serendipity. I mean, it was everywhere. Everything timed out perfectly.
It was a good moment. I was like, yeah.
So what kind of show we got to get another song on? Which show would you like to be featured on? Man versus Food?
Any show
Any show
in the world?
that you could do a theme song for.
Theme song?
Sure,
or just
why not?
be
Let's go
on
big.
it?
Big.
I'm a sucker for that Extreme Home Makeover show.
Oh,
Dude,
you
I
could write
seriously,
a good
I like
one.
try. I'm just like, this is stupid, and then you're like, yeah, man, move the bus. Yeah. Every
love you,
time, it just
Ty.
gets me. I just just like it.
You guys, thanks, Matt, for coming out, hanging out this afternoon. He's going to do autographs and pictures and stuff like that. But for those of you who are following along on the web, it's a private party now. So everybody say bye-bye, wave for the camera. You're not here.